I know you've probably watched countless YouTube tutorials on how to draw, but this video is different. We won't talk about how to draw hands, feet, hair, or any kind of body part. If that's what you're expecting, you can leave right now. Today, we're going to get candid and talk about the uglier, more emotional, and maybe even traumatic parts of being an artist. Get your heart and artistic soul ready because it's gonna be a roller coaster ride. Before we move forward, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Our mission is to help struggling beginner anime and manga artists just like you feel more confident and fulfilled through your art. If you resonate with this mission, then liking and subscribing to our channel will help us create more videos and reach more aspiring artists. Alright, let's dive into this with a question. Do you remember when you started drawing? I'm not sure about you, but we've talked to hundreds, maybe even thousands of aspiring anime and manga artists. Many of them started when they were young. Some start in elementary, middle school, high school, but one common factor is that there was always an anime or a manga that inspired them. Was it the same for you? You had like a favorite character you loved and you wanted to put them on paper, and while you're drawing, you feel excited, you feel energized, you felt happy, and when you finished, you had a sense of satisfaction. You felt proud of your work. But what about now? How do you feel when you draw? Does it still feel the same? Do you feel happy? Or did reality start kicking in? Did your family start criticizing your artwork, telling you that drawing is a waste of time and effort? Did you start feeling insecure about your art after comparing yourself to all the other great artists on social media? Did you realize you're not as talented as you initially thought? Or maybe you felt pressured to put your time into something more practical. To be honest, the journey of an artist is not all rainbows and butterflies. We have seen a lot of people give up on their art. They tell us that they couldn't make time for it anymore. Too busy with school, too busy with work. There's simply no time. Many of them ended up following a totally different career path because that's what their family and society expected from them. Along the way, they had to sacrifice their art completely, even as a hobby. Now that they're an adult, they've lost the joy in their lives. There's just nothing to look forward to anymore. There's no more passion, no more excitement. They just feel empty. How about you? Are you still drawing? Trying to draw? Maybe kinda giving up? Maybe you're already stuck in the never-ending rat race. Work, home, eat, sleep, work, home, eat, sleep. It never stops. When artists ask us for help, they tell us they want to go back to drawing because they want to feel more alive. They don't feel happy. And when they look back at the time when they were the happiest, it was when they were doing art. I remember one artist that I talked to. Let's call her Anya. Anya was really into art as a kid. She would share her artworks with her family. One day, her sister had guests over. Anya came up to her sister and tried to show her artworks. But her sister lashed out at her and told her, "You have no talent," in front of all those people. A few years after that, Anya found out her mom had burnt all her drawings along with other old papers and documents in the house. It wasn't out of spite, but because her mom simply just felt that her drawings were useless. Anya quit doing art. Not because she wanted to, but because people around her didn't show any support and belittled her effort. Anya was already a working adult when she talked to us. It had been years since those incidents, but she still clearly remembered what happened. She had always wanted to get back into art, but those negative experiences held her back each time. Her family made her feel like her art was useless. She felt like she had no talent, and it affected her self-esteem. It took her courage to talk to us. She wanted to get back into art so she could face her childhood trauma and find a more positive and supportive artistic community. She wanted to develop her confidence and prove to herself that she does have artistic potential. I know Anya's story could happen to anyone. We've talked to artists who grew up in unsupportive environments that carry with them that heavy emotional baggage. For Anya, it became a self-esteem issue. For other artists, we've actually seen it take the form of guilt. I remember another aspiring anime artist I talked to. Let's call her Beth. Growing up, Beth was told art is a waste of time, a waste of money, a waste of effort, even a waste of paper. You see, Beth didn't really grow up in the most comfortable financial conditions. There was always something more important than her art that needed her family's attention and resources. She was basically never allowed to pursue this even as a hobby. So she put her art aside. She started working, her financial situation improved, she moved out of her parents' house, got married. But her past experiences still had control over her. She had been conditioned. Art equals waste. Art equals splurging. Every time she thought about going back into art, she felt guilty. She would remember what her family told her. After all those years, they still had control over her. She felt like she needed permission from someone else first before she could allow herself to do something she enjoyed. Without that permission, she just felt awful. I mean, how could she even think to enjoy herself? That's just being selfish. Pursuing art for her was a way to turn that guilt and negativity into a feeling of empowerment and self-love. For the first time, she wanted to choose herself and her happiness after sacrificing so much for everyone else. You see, art isn't just about perfectly drawing your favorite anime character or mastering all the different techniques. Sometimes there's some heavy emotional and mental baggage that comes along with it, and simply creating art can become a stepping stone for you to overcome those feelings. If you're struggling right now, know that you are not alone. If you have a story to tell, please share them in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. In case you want extra support in your art journey and experience transformations like Anya and Beth, feel free to book a call with us. We'd love to see if we can help you. The link is in the description. And for those of you that need to hear this, I just want to say, if you know that art makes you happy, and you know this is how you want to grow as a person, then go for it. Your happiness is worth it. You are worth it. For more inspirational stories, you can also check out these videos. Thank you so much for watching.